I'm Daniel, and as you can tell, I'm kind of new at this. I have no idea what I'm doing, but let's get on board for the ride and hope that people are watching, because you never know in these things. Anyways, like I said, I'm Daniel, and here's the thing. I have depression and anxiety. I know, it's bad way to start a video, right? But that's what you think. Depression and anxiety. I feel like a lot of people have it, but they don't know how to deal with it. And over the years that I've learned that I have anxiety and depression, and even psychologists at school told me that I had to go on meds and stuff, I refused to. Because I feel like, for me, I didn't need medicines to make me feel better when I knew it was nothing physically, like a lung that is like bad. I just knew that it was things that I've been hurt by that I need to heal. And this is only my third video. My last one was about my flaws and my insecurities, and this is about depression and anxiety. I know, it sounds so sad, but that's the real thing. So, before I start, I would like to introduce myself again. My name is Daniel, and I would really like for this channel as a support for people out there, because I've never had someone to look up to that I was like, yes, someone I could relate to, be like, yes, I have that. I don't know how to deal with it. So, first thing is anxiety, right? Anxiety. For many of you out there, you have anxiety in many ways. You might have panic attacks, meaning that you might be out of nowhere. You might have a shortness of breath and you can't breathe, and you start hyperventilating, and that's normal. That's one of the big one of the big forms of anxiety that comes. For me, I've never had attacks like that. Even though I have experienced it, it just doesn't happen to me a lot. The way my anxiety comes is just that I want to isolate myself. I just want to take a breather, because I feel like I'm going to punch someone in the face if I don't. And it could be anywhere in the restaurants. That's why I cannot be in small spaces. If there's a lot of people in restaurants, like, I feel like suffocating, like, whew, okay, I need to take a breather, go outside. But I've noticed that my anxiety only comes when either I get really angry or I've been really, really in a bad mood. And to take yourself from being good, to being bad to being good, it could be quite difficult when you have depression as well, too. And depression is a state of mind where you just feel down, where you feel like you are nothing, you're worthless, you're frustrated, and you fall into a deep, deep sadness state. And for many of you guys, I know that's when suicide comes, when you feel like you have no other doors to be open, when you feel like there's no way out of it. That's an option for a few, and that's quite sad, because there's a lot of teenagers out there that are suffering from anxiety and depression, and yet they're so young and considering suicide. Like, that's an option for them, and that should never be an option. First things first, I'm currently unemployed. That's one of the reasons why I feel like my anxiety and my depression has come really high. Because even though I feel like I'm trying my best, somehow it's not enough, right? So, how to deal with it? There's the way I deal with it, and if it helps you, go ahead. I'm not saying there's a way to do it, it's just ways that have helped me. And here, I'll show you. So, one of the ways that I find myself, you could say, letting out some steam when I have anxiety or depression is I write what I feel. It sounds so corny and so cheesy, and you hear this since you were small. Whatever you feel, write down on paper. Like, if you are mad at someone, write it down on paper. And it really helps you, because when you write down on paper, you realize that those are real things. They're not only things that are in your head, but those are things that are happening. So, for example, I like writing poems. I like writing lyrics, song lyrics, or just a paragraph or a sentence or a word. And it really helps me understand that those words or that situation does not define who I am. It's just things that happen to a lot of us. And it helps me cope with it. It makes me understand that I have an issue, and I need to find a way so I could solve that issue. So that's one of the ways. And I get this book, so you can get small ones from Target, Walmart, whatever you choose to. It's not just nothing fancy. But me, being a person that thinks that I live in a movie every day, I have to pick one that says chapter 1, right? It's just basically you could say defining where I'm at right now. I'm in chapter 1. I'm starting from the bottom of things. Well, and I have a big backpack full of things here. So, next. Now, I'm really big in this. I like reading books. Before I didn't, I was like, books are so boring. You have audiobooks now, and people read to you, right? And if you like that, that's awesome. I choose reading stuff out of my own, like I say it. I like reading stuff my own. So, one of the big books that I like reading is Your Best You Ever. And it's daily motivation to achieve your dreams. So, every day it's from January to December. There's a quote, a motivation quote every day for a whole year. So, you open it and you can read it. For me, it helps me understand that I need to keep going, to not give up, because it's easier said than done when people tell you motivate yourself. But I feel like reading something helps you understand that, you know what, I could do this. So you learn how to be your own motivational speaker, you could say. So yeah, and you could get any of this, like I said, at Target, Walmart. You can even check them out at the library or any bookstore, and I really recommend them because they're very awesome. That song was coming for it. And like I said, since I'm very Tumblr-like, I feel like my life is a movie. I like buying books to have a good appearance to it because, I don't know, I just like nice things. And this one says find inspiration everywhere. I'll basically draw anything that inspires me, write down anything that inspires me, people that inspire me, take pictures of stuff that inspire me, and I'll put it in this book, kind of like as a vision board, you know? Like if I like a car, and it sounds so materialistic, but that's an example. I like a car, I like take a picture of it and put it here. Those are my goals. I wanna own that car, not to show it off, but just for me to have that satisfying feeling that I did it and I achieved it. And another one is when I'm frustrated or mad or have my anxiety high, I tend to go to the gym a lot and take out some steam there. I work out so intensively. I let out, like I said, a lot of steam out. It helps me not only for my physical, but for my mental health, because it challenges me to go further and further and further. And it keeps me in a healthy mode. So, and also by eating good. I'm not really good at having a good balanced diet, you could say, because I tend to get snacks here and then, but that's one of the things I need to work on, being healthy, right? And working out could come in many forms. Like if you want to do yoga, you want to do cardio, you want to do bicycling, whatever helps you out, go ahead and do it. Working out is something that I really recommend because it has helped me, and I'm pretty sure it's helped a lot of people. I'm not the biggest workout freak out there, but I try my best. And lastly, one of the biggest things that I feel has helped me overcome and deal with my anxiety and my depression has to do with my spiritual healing process. Meaning, I believe there's a higher power than me that's out there, and it helps me. I find my strength within it, and I'm talking about religion. You can join any community helping club, you could say, those managing clubs, those support groups, you could say. But for me personally, knowing that God is out there, He's looking at me, and He has chosen me, and He has given me a mission, it really helps me a lot to understand that my life is not only for me to be satisfied by my own materials and by my own work, but to help people. And going to church, volunteering at church, being part of a youth group helps me help other people, and by doing that I feel better. My soul becomes strong and my faith becomes more strong because of it, because by me helping someone, it's kind of recharging my batteries, making me feel like that I'm worth, that I have a reason to live. And being so young, some people don't really care to hear or to talk about religion, or the less talk about God. because God is a subject that most people don't believe. And first of all, God is not a subject. God is real, and unless you experience Him and you really let Him in your heart, there's no way that you're gonna believe in Him. And this has helped me a lot, and this is the books from all books. I choose this no matter what. And what I choose to read is, you might have heard of it, it's the Bible. I have the Latin American one, and the way that I could describe it is just, how can I say it? It's food for my soul. And it just really opens up my eyes and gives me energy, like I keep saying. It motivates me, it inspires me, it really makes me happy. I volunteer at church and singing. I do play skits, Christian skits. I'm Catholic, but I'm really open to any other religion. And I'm not here to be like, you need to believe in God, you need to read the Bible. No. What I'm here for is, if I could at least touch your heart in a way or help you, I think I'm kind of doing my work. And I want to improve myself. I want to find myself at a time and place where I'm like, I'm healthy from depression, I'm healthy from anxiety, because those are things that the society has given me. I may not be born with those things, I may have slowly appeared to have them, but in those days that I feel like I can't take it no more, that I feel like there's no other way out than suicide, God is there. In those moments when I feel like I was used for some sort of pleasure, that I have no soul, that I'm worth nothing, God is there. And you tell me of someone that's there for you 24/7. I'm not saying that your mom doesn't love you or your dad doesn't care. I'm saying that there's one person that's gonna be there no matter what. When you're at your lowest, and that's God. And He is real. He does exist. And unless you experience it yourself and give yourself a chance, nothing's gonna change. And to end this video, I want to end it with a good positive note, meaning it's not only going to be about me talking about big issues like depression, anxieties, insecurities. I also want to do fashion vlogs. I also want to do DIYs. I want to do skincare, my routine and stuff. So this could be like, I could say, my lifestyle, you could say. And just, we'll talk about topics and stuff that happens. You guys can comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. Hopefully you'll subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have an awesome day. And always, your faith applied.